Welcome to my channel Official History of Coins, a place where ordinary moments turn into extraordinary discoveries, and where patience, curiosity, and vision quietly shape the future. Today's story is about recognizing hidden potential before the rest of the world catches on. Let's get started in a time when the world was changing fast and history was being written every single day. One small object carried the spirit of freedom, endurance, and American pride. That spirit is what gives today's subject its lasting power and rising demand. Now let's focus on coin history, not a group and not a collection, but one specific piece that collectors dream of finding in perfect condition: the USA 1967 $quarter-dollar Liberty coin. This coin was created during a dramatic period in American history. The year 1967 was part of the great US coin shortage era, when silver was disappearing from circulation and people were saving coins faster than banks could replace them. To stabilize the economy, the US Mint made important changes, and this quarter was born from that moment. The 1967 quarter carries the iconic image of George Washington, a symbol of liberty and leadership, which is why many collectors proudly call it a Liberty coin. It represents national strength, unity, and the promise of freedom that defines America itself. This coin was produced without any mint mark, a special decision made by the US Mint between 1965 and 1967 to prevent hoarding. That small detail has become one of the most fascinating aspects of the 1967 quarter, making it instantly recognizable to experienced collectors. Unlike earlier quarters, this coin introduced a copper-nickel clad composition, marking a historic shift away from silver. That transition alone makes the 1967 quarter a key milestone coin that represents the evolution of American currency. What truly makes this coin valuable is not just its age, but its condition, precision, and rarity at the highest levels. While millions were minted, only a tiny number survived in flawless, untouched condition, and those are the coins that command serious attention and serious money. High-grade examples with sharp details, strong luster, and perfect surfaces are fiercely hunted by collectors around the world. Certified coins in top mint state grades are considered premium assets in the numismatic market. Some 1967 quarters also feature extraordinary mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet flaws. These rare error coins are legendary among collectors and can transform a simple quarter into a headline-making treasure. The demand for historic US coins has grown steadily, especially for coins tied to major transitions in American history. The 1967 quarter fits perfectly into this category, making it a long-term favorite for both collectors and investors. In today's market, a well-preserved 1967 quarter can sell for impressive prices, while top certified examples have reached values in the thousands of dollars. Exceptional specimens with rare characteristics have achieved prices as high as $10,000 to $15,000 in private sales and high-end auctions. As time passes, fewer high-grade coins remain available and competition continues to increase. This natural scarcity pushes values higher, especially as new collectors enter the market every year. What makes this coin even more exciting is its accessibility. It is a coin that many people may already own without realizing its true potential, making the discovery feel personal, powerful, and rewarding. Holding a 1967 quarter is like holding a piece of American transformation. It tells a story of economic change, national resilience, and a country adapting to a new era. Collectors don't just buy this coin for its metal or its face value. They buy it for its story, its symbolism, and its role in US history, all of which fuel its growing desirability. If protected properly, preserved carefully, and professionally graded, this single coin can stand as a serious asset with long-term upside. Coins like this are passed down, not spent, because their worth grows with time. The 1967 $quarter-dollar Liberty coin is proof that value is not always obvious at first glance. Sometimes, true wealth hides in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to recognize it. So if you have this coin, treat it with respect, protect it wisely, and remember that history rewards those who understand its importance early. This is not just a quarter. This is a symbol of opportunity, and its journey is far from over. Second coin, the 1987 LibertyQuarter, a piece of American numismatic history, holds a fascinating story and significant potential for future value. This coin, minted in Denver and bearing the iconic D mint mark, represents a crucial year in the modern coinage era. Its value is not merely in its metal content, but in its historical context and growing desirability among collectors. As a cornerstone of the late 20th century coinage, the 1987 D-Quarter is poised to become increasingly valuable with time. Understanding the history of this coin is essential to appreciating its worth. The year 1987 was the final year the U.S. Mint produced the Washington quarter with the traditional copper-nickel-clad composition before the series concluded in 1998. This positions the 1987 D as one of the later issues of a venerable series that began in 1932, making it a key date for collectors seeking to complete collections of the 20th century quarters. Its status as a later-year issue adds to its narrative. The design itself, featuring John Flanagan's enduring portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic heraldic eagle on the reverse, is a classic of American coinage. The D mint mark, prominently displayed on the obverse, denotes its origins at the DenverMint, a facility with a legendary output of coinage for circulation. Each 1987 D-Quarter carries this heritage, a tangible piece of the nation's economic fabric from the 1980s. Currently, the vast majority of 1987 D-Quarters in circulation are worth precisely 25 cents. They are common in pocket change, a fact that often leads to their dismissal. However, this commonality is the very foundation of its future rarity. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are surprisingly scarce because so few were saved at the time. People spent them without a thought, leading to high-grade examples becoming progressively harder to find. The current value for a standard uncirculated 1987 D-Quarter ranges from $1 to $5. This represents a substantial premium over face value for a coin in brilliant mint-state condition. For rolls of uncirculated coins, the value can climb to between $40 and $60. These figures demonstrate that even now, collectors are willing to pay a notable premium for quality examples, establishing a strong market baseline. The maximum value potential, however, lies in gem-quality examples. A 1987 D-Quarter graded in MS67 condition can command prices between $100 and $200 in today's market. The absolute pinnacle, a coin graded MS67+, has achieved auction records approaching $500. This proves the existence of a passionate market segment that aggressively pursues top-tier quality. The future value trajectory for this coin is exceptionally promising. As time progresses, high-grade 1987 D-Quarters will become increasingly difficult to locate. The population in top grades is finite, while the number of collectors continues to grow. This classic supply and demand dynamic is the engine that will drive its value upward. Every year that passes sees more coins lost to circulation wear, further shrinking the available pool of premium specimens. Consider the historical precedent. Common-date quarters from the 1930s and 1940s, once abundant in change, now regularly sell for significant sums in uncirculated grades. The 1987 D is following the same inevitable path. It is transitioning from a modern coin to a vintage one. Within a decade or two, finding one in true mint state will be a genuine challenge, sparking renewed collector interest and competition. Building a collection focused on modern coins is a strategic numismatic move. The 1987 D LibertyQuarter offers an accessible yet profoundly important entry point. Acquiring examples now, especially in certified holders from reputable grading services, is an investment in a tangible asset with a documented history. It is a way to own a perfect snapshot of 1987 America. The emotional value of this coin is immense. For many, it evokes memories of the 1980s, a period of significant cultural and technological change. Holding a brilliant, untouched 1987 D-Quarter is like holding a new coin from that era, a small, silver-like disc that hasn't aged a day. This nostalgic connection fuels a powerful driver of collector demand that only intensifies over time. Your action as a collector today directly influences your financial and historical reward tomorrow. Searching your own change, attending coin shows, or purchasing from trusted dealers to secure the finest 1987 D-Quarters you can find is a proactive step toward building value. The goal is to secure examples that are flawless, brilliant, and professionally graded. The narrative of this coin is one of hidden potential. It is a sleeper hit in the numismatic world, often overlooked because of its recent minting date. This oversight presents the ultimate opportunity. Astute collectors recognize that the most significant gains are made by acquiring quality coins before the broader market realizes their scarcity. The 1987 D is precisely in that category. Maximum future value projections are conservative if you only consider inflation. The true potential lies in numismatic premium. It is not unreasonable to project that a gem MS67 example worth $200 today could see its value multiply several times over in the coming 20 years as the generation that grew up with these coins seeks to own them in perfect condition. Do not underestimate the power of series completion. Every collector aiming to build a set of Washington quarters, especially by MintMark, requires a 1987D. This constant, built-in demand provides a permanent floor and a rising ceiling for the coin's value. It is not a speculative token, it is a fundamental piece of a major American coin series. The DenverMint produced millions, but it did not produce millions that survived in gem condition. This distinction is critical. The mintage figure is a red herring. The surviving population in grades MS67 and above is the only number that matters for value. That population is low and permanently locked, a fact grading service population reports clearly illustrate. Comparing the 1987D to key coins of the past reveals its path. Many of the most valuable coins today were once considered common circulation issues. Their value was unlocked through time, awareness, and the relentless pursuit of condition. The 1987D quarter is at the beginning of this lucrative cycle, awaiting its turn in the spotlight. Your journey with this coin starts with examination. Hold a 1987D quarter and appreciate its detail. Imagine it freshly struck, the ridges sharp, the luster bright. Now imagine that same coin preserved perfectly being uncovered decades from now. It will be a treasure, a direct link to the late 20th century, and its value will reflect that status. The call to action is clear and urgent. Seek out the 1987D LibertyQuarter. Pursue it in the highest grades your budget allows, have it certified and preserved. This is not merely collecting, this is securing a piece of monetary history with a bullish future. The coin has intrinsic desirability, historical relevance, and a clear path to scarcity. In conclusion, the 1987D LibertyQuarter is a valuable asset with a compelling history and an exceptionally bright future. Its current value for gem specimens is measured in hundreds of dollars, a strong foundation. Its maximum future value is limited only by time and growing collector passion. This coin is a testament to the principle that ordinary objects, when preserved in extraordinary condition, become extraordinary assets. Secure your 1987D quarters now, for they are the vintage treasures of tomorrow, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. Their story is still being written, and you have the opportunity to be a part of it. Next coin, the USA 1989 $QuarterDollar coin with the D mint mark, stands as a powerful symbol of modern American coinage, combining history, demand, and collector passion into one small but highly desirable piece. This single coin represents an era when U.S. currency was produced with precision, consistency, and a strong connection to national identity. Minted in 1989 at the DenverMint, this quarter carries the famous D mint mark, which immediately attracts attention from collectors who actively search for Denver-struck coins. The DenverMint is known for producing coins with sharp strikes and strong details, qualities that significantly enhance long-term value. This coin was created during a period when the United States was modernizing its minting technology while maintaining classic designs. The familiar portrait of George Washington reflects continuity, stability, and trust, values that collectors deeply appreciate. The purpose behind minting the 1989 quarter was to meet the growing demand for circulating currency during a strong and expanding economy. However, beyond circulation, these quarters became part of a generation of coins now actively studied, graded, and collected. What makes the 1989D quarter especially valuable today is the intense collector interest in high-grade examples. While many were produced, only a limited number survived in near-perfect or flawless condition, making those coins exceptionally sought after. Thousands of collectors around the world are actively looking for this specific coin, particularly those building daytime mint collections or focusing on modern U.S. quarters. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions consistently show strong demand for certified examples. The value of the 1989D quarter rises dramatically when condition is exceptional. Coins with full original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp rim details are considered premium collectibles that attract serious buyers. Professional grading plays a major role in value. When this coin is certified at the highest mint state levels, it becomes a competitive asset that collectors are willing to pay aggressively for. Some 1989D quarters feature rare mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet irregularities. These special coins are among the most desirable modern era quarters and can command extraordinary prices. In today's market, a strong, uncirculated 1989 D-Quarter already holds impressive value, while top-graded examples have sold for hundreds of dollars. The finest known specimens have achieved prices reaching $3,000 to $7,500, depending on grade and rarity. As collector interest in modern coins continues to grow, competition for high-quality 1989 D-Quarters increases year after year. This growing demand creates upward pressure on prices and strengthens the coin's long-term potential. The historical importance of this coin lies in its representation of late 20th century U.S. minting, a period now viewed as a foundation for today's modern numismatic market. Collectors value this coin not only for its physical beauty but also for its role in completing important quarter collections. Completing a set often requires paying a premium, especially for top-condition examples. The 1989 D-Quarter is also popular among investors who recognize that modern coins with low population in high grades often experience strong value growth over time. Preservation is key. Coins that remain untouched, properly stored, and professionally graded are the ones that reach the highest prices and attract elite collectors. This single coin continues to gain recognition as more people learn about its true market strength. Awareness drives demand, and demand drives value. Many collectors who once overlooked modern quarters are now actively searching for coins like the 1989 D, realizing that rarity and condition matters more than age alone. The excitement around this coin comes from the possibility it holds. One well-preserved example can stand out among millions and achieve remarkable prices. Owning a 1989 $QuarterDollar coin with the D mint mark is about more than ownership. It is about holding a piece of American monetary history that continues to grow in importance. As time passes and fewer high-grade examples remain available, this coin's position in the collector market becomes even stronger. The USA 1989 D-Quarter-Dollar coin proves that true value is created by history, demand, and condition coming together at the right moment, making it a coin worth attention, respect, and confidence for the future. Next coin, the 1992 D-LibertyQuarter, is a modern numismatic treasure with a compelling story and significant financial potential for collectors today. Minted at the historic Denver facility, this coin represents a pivotal moment in American coinage, bridging the classic and modern eras. Its value extends far beyond a mere 25 cents, residing in its condition, its context, and its future scarcity. This is a coin that demands a second look and serious consideration for any portfolio of valuable assets. Understanding the history of the 1992 D-Quarter is key to unlocking its worth. 1992 was a landmark year, as it witnessed the very first release of the Washington Quarter in a special silver-proof composition for collectors since the end of the silver era. While the circulating 1992 D-coin remains standard copper-nickel clad, its issuance alongside these special collector coins marks it as part of a historic transitional period. It is one of the last traditional quarters of its kind before the 50-state quarters program would later revolutionize the series. The design is the iconic work of John Flanagan, featuring the dignified portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the powerful heraldic eagle on the reverse. The D mint mark is proudly displayed, a signature of the DenverMint's craftsmanship. This classic design, which had been in use for decades, lends the coin a timeless quality, connecting it directly to the quarters of the mid-20th century and making it a staple for collectors of the complete Washington Quarter series. The current market value for a typical circulated 1992 D-Quarter is, admittedly, its face value. Millions were produced for everyday commerce. However, this fact is the greatest misdirection and the source of the opportunity. The true value lies exclusively in pristine, uncirculated condition. A brilliant uncirculated example with its original luster fully intact currently commands a price between $1 and $5 in the open market, a substantial premium that proves demand exists. For the finest examples, the value escalates dramatically. A 1992 D-Quarter graded MS67, a gem quality coin with nearly flawless surfaces, can be worth between $50 and $100 today. The absolute pinnacle of quality, a grade of MS68, has seen auction results reach several $100s. This establishes a powerful price ceiling that showcases what collectors are willing to pay for perfection. The question of where to buy this coin is central to your success. You can acquire raw, uncertified coins from reputable online marketplaces like eBay, but caution and a keen eye are essential. The most secure method is to purchase coins already certified and graded by top-tier services like PCGS or NGC from established coin dealers, major auction houses, or at reputable coin shows. This guarantees the authenticity and condition, which is everything for future value. Where you sell is equally important. To realize the maximum price, you must sell to the audience that understands the premium. This includes listing certified coins on specialized numismatic auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, or selling directly to knowledgeable dealers and collectors at coin shows. Online marketplaces can work for lower-grade material, but for gem specimens, the serious collector market is where the real money is exchanged. You should absolutely consider keeping a 1992D quarter, but with a critical strategy. Keeping a circulated example from your pocket change will yield little future benefit. The imperative is to keep only the finest, sealed, and professionally graded examples. A coin sealed in an original mint set, or even better encapsulated by PCGS or NGC in a high grade like MS67 or above, is the asset you want to hold. Sealing and certification are non-negotiable for maximum value. A raw coin is subject to skepticism about its grade and authenticity. A coin sealed in a tamper-proof holder from a top grading service is a bankable commodity. Its condition is permanently guaranteed, its grade is respected market-wide, and it can be bought and sold with instant confidence. This is how you transform a common coin into a liquid, high-value asset. The future potential of the 1992D quarter is exceptionally bright. As the years pass, these coins continue to be lost to circulation, damaged, or simply stored in average condition. The population of gem uncirculated specimens is fixed and finite. Every new collector entering the hobby, especially those seeking to complete Washington quarter sets, will need a high-grade 1992D. This inevitable supply squeeze will propel values upward. Consider the generational demand on the horizon. The 1990s are now a period of intense nostalgia. Adults who were children in 1992 are now entering their peak earning and collecting years. Their desire to own a perfect, preserved piece of their childhood currency will create a powerful emotional market force, driving prices for the best examples to levels we can only anticipate today. Do not be fooled by the high mintage number. That figure includes every coin struck, most of which entered circulation and were worn down. The relevant number is the population report from grading services, which shows how many exist in grades MS67 and higher. That number is surprisingly low, and it is the true determinant of rarity and value. This coin is far more scarce in top condition than its initial production suggests. Your action plan must be precise. First, search any original 1992 mint sets you may have, as these coins are preserved. Second, if purchasing target coins already graded MS66 or higher. Third, prioritize certified coins over raw coins. This disciplined approach ensures you are acquiring the segment of the 1992D population that holds all the potential for exponential growth. Comparing this to earlier key dates provides a blueprint. Washington quarters from the 1940s in circulated condition are still common, but in gem mint state they command impressive sums. The 1992D is walking the same path. In another 2 decades, it will be viewed as a vintage issue, and its premium condition examples will be treated with the same reverence as older coins are today. The narrative you must embrace is one of foresight. The greatest numismatic fortunes were built by those who recognized potential before the crowd. The 1992D quarter is sitting in that exact position right now. It is common enough to be affordable, yet conditionally scarce enough to be a future star. Acquiring it now is an act of strategic numismatic intelligence. The maximum prize for this coin is not a static figure. For a top population specimen, a grade of MS68, the value could realistically climb into the thousands of dollars over the coming decades as the collector base expands and the coin achieves landmark status within the modern series. This is a long-term appreciation play, backed by tangible history and irreversible scarcity. Holding a gem 1992D quarter is holding a moment in time. It is a piece of the early 1990s preserved in flawless metallic form. This tangible connection to history is what gives coins their enduring power and value. It is an artifact of everyday life, elevated to art and asset through preservation and grade. You have a clear mandate. Do not spend that 1992D quarter if you find one in change, but understand that alone is not enough. Actively seek to upgrade your position. Buy the quality, get it certified, and secure it. This is how you build a valuable collection. This coin is a cornerstone, a future classic that is still within reach. In conclusion, the 1992D LibertyQuarter is a valuable coin with a definitive historical place and a trajectory aimed squarely at increased valuation. Its current value in gem grades is measured in hundreds of dollars, a foundation built on quality. Its future maximum value is a function of patience and the relentless laws of collectible markets. This coin is a sleeper, waiting for its time in the spotlight. Secure the finest examples you can, sealed in certification, and hold them with confidence. The 1992 D is not just pocket change, it is a patient asset, a piece of American minting history, and a future prize for those with the vision to see its potential today.